Hello everybody, welcome to a fantastic half-hour Pilates session, and you're going to work so hard. So let's crack on straight away and just remind ourselves of some of our skills. So we need to go on the floor and just do a little warm-up. We're going to do a floor-based hip roll first. So get into neutral, so your pubic bone level with your hip bone and your spine not super flat, not press into the floor, just neutral. Your hands are down, your knees are together and your feet are together. You're going to relax your shoulders and you're going to just breathe in as you take your knees over to one side. Keep this shoulder on the floor and breathe out as you come back to the centre. And again, breathe in to the other side, breathe out, relax the shoulders. And again, one more time, stacking the feet as you go, gluing the knees. So all you have to think about is your midsection. Other side, breathe in, breathe out. Perfect. Take your feet tucked in a little bit, but apart. Hands down by your side. We're going to do a shoulder bridge. I want you to just tilt and press the lower back into the mat and then come back to neutral. Now do that again. So tilt and press. Your pubic bone lifts up. Now let's go all the way up into a nice slow shoulder bridge. Squeeze, squeeze. That's it. Push up, push up, push up. Push the knees away from you. Hips up. Perfect. Hold it there. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Tilt the pelvis and roll all the way down. All the way down. Perfect. We're going to do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tilt. Press the lower back into the mat. Squeeze the glutes as they leave the floor. Lift up. Lift up. Push the knees away from you. And hold it there while you do backstroke swimming. So your arms. So you're creating some vigorous movement with your arms, but you don't want your hips to drop. You need to keep squeezing those glutes so they stay up there. So you're pushing through your heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Now tilt, press and get that upper half of your back to hit the floor before your glutes do. Wonderful. Slide your hands in behind your head. Just walk your feet a little bit away. Elbows in so that they're not flapping. And we're going to do some crunches. Breathe out. Perfect. All you're doing, remember, is just pushing the ribs towards your hips so you're shortening the distance. Here. Lovely. And again, push. Keep it up. We're going to do 4 more. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Stretch the legs away. Take the arms over your head. We're going to do a straight leg roll up. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Roll up if you can. Use your hands if you need a bit of help. Hollow the navel. Come up. Just take your feet wide, arms wide, and we're just going to rotate. You're aiming your little finger to the little toe, but try and keep your sit bones, that's your buttock bones, on the floor. So stretch out as if you're laying your chest down on your thigh. Try not to lift your bottom off the floor. We're going to do 1 more here. Perfect. Bring the legs in and roll all the way down. Bend your knees, float one leg up and the other leg up. So your knees are above your hips. Excuse me, your shins are level with the floor. Okay, we're going to do a little heel dip. So you breathe in, you breathe out. Sorry, that's totally wrong. You breathe out and then you breathe in. Breathe out because that's the effort. So you're hollowing the navel. Got my breaths mixed up there. Breathe out, flatten the navel. Don't let your spine arch when you're lowering that leg. It's got to be lovely and smooth, and all you're doing is just touching the floor with that heel. You don't have to point or flex the feet. Ignore the feet. Remember, you are training your stomach muscles. We're going to do 1 more each side. Perfect. 1 leg down and the other leg down. Come onto all fours. We're going to do a little cat stretch. So take a breath in, breathe out, arch up. back to a flat back. Let's do that again. Breathe out, arch up. Perfect. Turn the toes under. We're going to lift up, push the heels down, aim the chest towards the knees and hold on to that down dog position so you get a nice stretch in your calves. Come back to all fours. We're going to do that again. Breathe in, breathe out, lift up, push the heels down, stretch the chest towards the knees, hold it there, take a breath in, breathe out and come back down. Perfect. Okay, this workout is gorgeous. We've got 4 groups of 3 exercises. Each group, the 3 exercises, you're going to do for 40 seconds each, and we're going to do them twice. Okay? The first one starts with press-ups. Beautiful press-ups. Remember, your thumbs are in line with your armpit, which means your elbows go back here. It's sort of 20 to 4 on the clock. Doesn't matter where your knees are, as long as you're challenging yourself. So you could have your knees here, or you could have your knees in a little bit, but your upper body still stays the same, or you could have your knees totally off, and you go all the way down and up. Up to you. I'm going to do them with the knees in this position. 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So you breathe in as you go down, you breathe out as you come up. Try not to cross your feet, just keep your feet on the floor, because that's actually using your core a little bit more if your feet stay on the floor. Pushing the floor away from you. The good breathing pattern is breathing in and then breathe out as you push up. It's better for you to have your knees in here, but get your chest really low and then push the floor away if you're struggling. Perfect. Come on. We've got 7 seconds. Look at that, those elbows. They're going at 20 to 4. Done. Roll over. We've got wide leg heel dips, and then after that we've got crunches with the legs up. So you need to bring one leg up and the other leg up. Wide legs. So you did heel dips like this in the warm-up. You're going to just take them wide, which makes you asymmetrical, which works your core a little bit more. Here we go. Breathe out. Back to the centre. So you're just moving it so that the knee and the toe still face the ceiling. Okay, they still face the ceiling. You're not turning them out so the inner thigh faces the ceiling. You're not doing a sort of half a hip roll like that. You're moving it across. And the leg that's left behind, that's the tricky bit. That has to stay super still. Relax the shoulders. Perfect. How are we doing? We've got 5 seconds. Just time for that one. Wonderful. Keep the knees there, hands behind the head. You're going to crunch. Wonderful. Just push the ribs towards the hips. With your crunches and the warm-up with the feet on the floor. If you find that more comfortable, of course, do that. Just keep crunching. Keep shortening the distance between the ribs and the hips here. And you're emptying your belly full of air, so you must exhale. Try not to flap the elbows. We're going to do 2 more reps. 1 and 2. Perfect. One foot down, the other foot down, roll over. We're going to start our press-ups again. Not much rest in this workout, I'm afraid. Okay, spend some time getting your hand position right, then adjust your knee position. Ready? Let's do it. Down. Push up. So get and pause and then push the floor away, but make sure that you're not putting your bottom up like that to get up and moving backwards. If you're doing that, you need to bring your knees in and push. Think about using here, your lats, as you push through the heel of your hand. I'm just changing my position to show you. We've got 5 seconds. We're going to do one more press up. Perfect. Roll over. Wide leg heel dips. Okay, legs up. Flatten them over as you bring them up. Relax. Now you can have your arms flopped open. That makes it slightly harder, weirdly, because you're not gripping with the floor. You feel a little bit more insecure, which means that you recruit more muscles that way. So the leg that's left behind has to stay absolutely still, and you switch off your shoulders because your upper body wants to tense up, wants to flinch. Don't let that happen. Switch it off. Just let's isolate the area that's working, which is round here. We're going to do one more each leg. Relax the shoulders, centre. Perfect. Hands behind the head, straight into crunches. Sucking the navel down. The more of a sort of fancy, dramatic out-breath you do, the more those stomach muscles are going to work pushing downwards, which is perfect. Obviously it would be a very dull video if all I was doing was puffing and breathing. So I'm chatting to you, but I want you to do really dramatic out-breaths at home. Rib cage towards your hips. Perfect. Lift up. Everybody okay? Come on, we've got 5 seconds. Relax the shoulders. Wonderful. Feet down. Okay, we're going to go on to the next group now. So the next group is a plank, where you're going to touch forward and touch the side. A plank, followed by some all fours Superman, followed by some back extensions with a rotation. Let me show you this plank. So you can do it with your knees on the floor or off. Take your feet wide if they're off, and you're going to go forward and side, and forward and side, like that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You can drop your knees if you like, it's up to you. But you've got to think about that bowl of water sitting on your pelvis. Stays absolutely still, so try not to raise your hips. Let your core do the work, don't let your shoulders do the work. If you do that, it puts a lot of pressure, you're switching off your stomach muscles. That's it. If you struggle in this position, all you need to do is keep the plank going, but just drop your knees softly. Keep the navel pulled up towards the ceiling. Funny image that, but keep the glutes squeezed in this position. Legs quite tense. One more. Perfect. Drop the knees. Come up onto all fours. Now here, you're going to hold that for 10 seconds, each side twice. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Perfect position. So switch off this foot, keep the arm by the ear, try not to sink to the floor, change diagonal. Relax the shoulders, keep long, make sure that glute is working so the foot is level with the hip, change again, back to the first diagonal, stretch, switch off the foot, get the glute firing and singing our song. Bring it down, change again. Stretch, stretch, 3, 2, 1, done. Flat on the tummy, with your arms in a half rectangle like this, heels facing each other, toes turned out. Relax the shoulders, and you're going to go and down. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the glutes and lift up and down. Perfect. Try and nail your hips to the floor. Try not to, there's quite a lot of things to think about. Try not to press down with the hand that's left on the floor. And look at your elbow. Is it in line with your shoulder? It should be. So you're getting a little back extension and your heels are facing each other and you're squeezing your glutes to support that lower back. Oh my God, Annie, so much to think about. One more time each side. Down, up, down. Perfect. Bring yourself up to an all fours position. We're going to do a little cat stretch before we go straight back into that plank. Arch up. Perfect. On your forearms. Get your leg position sorted. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So try not to shift. You will shift a bit, but try not to shift from side to side. Certainly don't do any of that. Okay? We want good movement. So if you're finding that too difficult with the knees off the floor, just put the knees on the floor. Work to your own level. Otherwise, you're going to get put off because you think everything's too hard. Come on, lift, lift. Perfect. Come on. We're going to do one more time each side. And again. Perfect. Knees down. Bring yourself up to all fours. So check your knees are underneath your hips. Slide the shoulders down. Left arm, right leg. 10 seconds each side. Let's go. Switch off that foot. Hold it there. Stretch away. Perfect. Bring it down. Change diagonal. That's it. Try not to sink to the floor. Keep using the muscles that you're supposed to use. Change. So don't have a bent leg. It needs to be dead straight, fired up. Change. Stretch, stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Flat on your tummy for the last time. Check your arm position so your elbows are level with your shoulders. Turn your heels to face each other and your toes out. That just makes it easier for you to use your glutes to protect your lower back. And let's go. And down. Try not to lean down on the hand that's left behind. That's it. Try not to bring this elbow back. You're just lifting it open and looking at the ceiling, but you're half lifting your abs off the floor. Perfect. This is good. Come on, lift. We've got 7 seconds. I think we can do one more each side. 1, down, 2, down. Perfect. Bring yourself up. The next group is crunches and a V-sit and a plank with oblique knee drives. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, crunches. So we did crunches in the first set, but this time you're going to stretch one leg away and do 20 seconds with that leg. You can put that foot down if you like, and then 20 seconds with the other leg. And then I'm going to come up and go into a V-sit like that and do some rotations. Ready, here we go. Hands behind the head, elbows tucked in. Ready, extend that left leg. Let's do 20 seconds. Flatten the navel. Push the ribs towards the hips. Come on, lift. This is good, come on. Hollow the navel, get it up. If you need to put the other foot down, do. Change legs. Perfect. Get the shoulder blades off the floor. Try not to flap the elbows. Think of good movement. All you're doing is trying to push the ribs a little bit further towards those hips. Keep that leg extended. Flatten the navel. One more rep. Perfect. Bring your feet down. Bring yourself up. Okay, dig your heels in a sort of gentle way. Nice flat back, chest facing forward, your palms are like that, and you're going to rotate. Okay? Shoulders down, try not to be rounded shoulders. I know you think, oh, that feels so much more comfortable, but you're really using the muscles you need to use here. Okay, let's go. So, the idea is that you're trying to keep both arms the same length. Try not to creep up and be upright. You need to be here so that your core is switched on. I know you'll feel it here. You'll feel it in your hip flexors. Don't worry, we're going to stretch those at the end. Try not to go too fast. Sorry, I had an itch there. Try not to go too fast. Turn. Drop the shoulders. Come on. That's it, that's it. One more time each side. 1, back, set, back. Perfect. Okay, now what we're doing. Plank. Full arm plank. feet wide. You're going to do little knee drives like this. 1, back, 2, back. This is 40 seconds worth. It's tough on the shoulders. It's good for the shoulders and the core. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So that foot, if you struggle, you can tap it down. Try and keep it in mid-air. That is using your abs. Try not to raise your hips. And it's an explosive movement. See how my feet are wide, almost as wide as my hands. My head is beyond my hands. The upper body position isn't moving and I'm not raising my hips. Try not to get the hips up here. Try and shove that knee past the wrist. That's it, come on. Shoulders down. One more rep. And down, perfect. Roll over. Crunches with your leg extensions. Okay. One leg up, the other leg up. Elbows at 10 to 2. Extend the left leg, 20 seconds. Let's do it. Remember, if you're struggling, you can put that foot on the floor, but keep it light. Keep it light on the floor. Get the effort in here, not in the leg. This is good. Well done, everybody. Change. Come on, come up another couple of centimetres. Get those shoulder blades off the floor. Perfect. We're nearly there. 7 seconds. You're just looking at the clock there. One more rep. Woo! Perfect. Feet down. Bring yourself up to your V-sit. Drop the shoulders. Okay. Lean back. 40 seconds. Chest up there. Come on. Think of that belt. Excuse me. Tightening around your midsection. Slide the shoulders. This is good. Come on. Big breaths out. Keep the navel. Keep the back straight. Keep pushing the chest out. I know you want to just round it because you think, it's a big effort because your back muscles and your core muscles. We're going to do one more time each side. 1, center, back, center, plank. Ready. Roll over. Everybody okay? It's quite a fast moving class, isn't it? Feet wide. There we go. Let's go. 1, back, 2. Come on. This is good practice for your press-ups too. Staying in this position. It's amazing how much your abs work to support your spine when you want to sink your hips down. Keep them up. Come on. Hips stay still. Slide the shoulders down. Let's do it, let's do it. 7 seconds. Up. Drop the knees. Sit back on the heels. Amazing. Okay, we have got 1 set to go, which is tricep press-ups, hip rolls and tuck crunches. Tricep press-ups. Your hands are narrow and your elbows are skimming your ribs. They're not going out at 20 to 4. So, come on all fours. That's the position we're going to start with, even if you can make it harder. Push through the heel of your hands, splay your fingers a little bit, and you're going to dig your ribs in. And you'll find it extraordinarily difficult because the triceps are a small muscle and they have a lot of work to do. If you want to make it harder, you take your knees back like that. Ready. 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Push it up. Slide the shoulders down. Push it up. And again. Up. You don't have to go too low. Just try not to lose your head in your neck like that. Try and have a long neck. Push through the heel of your hand and feel the little humming, buzzing, sizzling of your triceps. That's it. Great work, everybody. Come on. We're going to do 2 more. 1. Up. Rest if you've had enough. Roll over for hip rolls. These are nice. Okay, we did a floor-based hip roll in the warm-up. Now you're going to bring your legs up. Have your knees together and your feet together and your arms in a half rectangle like that. If that's uncomfortable, just take them wide. Make sure they're not over your navel. Keep them glued. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax the shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. Perfect. And again, breathe in. And out. Lovely. Breathe in. This is good. Come on. And out. You've got to think of that belt around your midsection again. Try not to press down on the elbows or the shoulders. We're going to do 1 more time each side. And then we're going into something called tuck crunches. Good. Stretch the legs out. Take your hands behind the head. You're going to do you bring the knee in at the same time as doing a little crunch. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So again, the elbows don't move. You're just driving the knee in. And you're breathing out to come up. If you feel like adding some bells and whistles on it, you can do a double. But you've got to be very confident about the state of your back and your abs as you take both legs out, because that's when the spine wants to arch. And perfect. Lift. Up and relax. Wonderful. 1 set to go. Roll over. Let's do 6 beautiful tricep press-ups, yeah? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. 5. 6. Perfect. Roll over for hip rolls. Let's do 6 hip rolls. The best you've ever done. Glue the knees. Here we go. All the way over. Breathe out to bring it back. All the way over. Breathe out to bring it back. Perfect. Relax the shoulders. 2 more. Come on. Perfect. 6 singles or 6 doubles. I'm going to do 6 singles. Here we go. 1. Back. Lift those shoulder blades off the floor. Perfect. Lift. Wonderful. Last one. Fantastic. Bring yourself up on your knees and do a little hip flexor stretch. I just want you to tilt the pelvis and push forwards. Hold that. And then do the same with the other side. Push forwards. Well done, everybody. Amazing. Thank you very much for joining me. See you again soon.